see if this even works. If it doesn't work, guys, just search for iBashers and come on over. Thank you all for hanging out with me.
It works.
And I'll see you at iBashers.
0 people watching.
Well, they probably came over now because if the technology worked properly, they're coming over. How are you, man? You're on the wrong side. You want me to move you over?
Yes, and I hate that. Yeah, that's way better.
There you go.
It's too weird.
Yeah. How are you, man?
I'm good. Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I just decided to do a Who Needs a Drink.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't you? Have fun. I caught the tail end of it. It was interesting. I missed the Biden. You're on Biden's side for what is he doing? Showing off his Speedy or his Seamaster?
He was, he's an Omega guy, yeah.
Oh, I know. He's an Omega guy.
Yeah. So I did a comparison. I was over a year ago. It was like Trump.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that. And people were like, yeah, Trump wears a president.
He got very irate.
Farty fucking Wall Street watch from 1982. Yeah. But that was the I've arrived watch, wasn't it?
Which one? The president?
The president, yeah. It's like, I've arrived. I've got the Rolex president.
Yeah.
You can see by my gilded palace how beautiful it is. What are you drinking? I'm not drinking.
I'm having a Barbaresco.
I've been such a good boy because I was supposed to be playing tonight.
Oh, tonight was supposed to be the gig.
3 gigs tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday.
And they all got...
Well, we backed out of it. Oh, look at that. Nice. Yeah, it was a shit show, and it just became... Oh, Barbaresco, look at that. Oh, I actually have... What do I have in the house? I have Burgundy in the house, but I've been such, right before gigs, I'm just super Mr. Clean, and I watch my carbs and don't drink or do anything stupid. And, I think I'll just keep it up.
Why not? You look good, man.
Feel good,
Yeah.
Gotta get a few stone off me. I have to shoot a video this week as well.
Oh, you do?
Not for Hitman though. I guest starred on this Guitar Heroes album. This guy Marcus Pfeffer. He's got a project called Barnabas Sky. He's got a lot of metal singers like Jolyn Turner and Dan Reed and a lot of people and he asked me to do it, and it's going to be the first single as it turns out. So I have to shoot a video, and I'm going to do it the way I guess I did the Hitman videos. Stuff's going to be done here. But I have to go to a studio, like a proper studio, and get like a studio vibe.
Oh, I see.
So I can't look fucking fat and crap in that. Gotta be like,
Ben's at 199. He wants to be secretary. Yeah, sure, man. You want to be my secretary? There's Carolyn. Dirk, I just listened to Oisin preaching it just to get to you.
Carolyn, you're just the dearest. Thank you. He was preaching it. Well, if anybody in the world could start a religion and get away with it, it's that guy. It's that guy. Imagine if you started your own religion. What would be like the tenets of it?
I don't know. Yeah.
Did you watch Joe? We love Joe Scott. He's a huge YouTuber.
Yeah, I mentioned him on
you did
episode. Yeah,
we love Joe Scott. Did you watch the one about the worst cults ever?
No,
it was really good.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I was thinking that the best one, the top cult of all time, is going to be Catholicism.
Well, yeah, it has to be,
but it wasn't though.
It wasn't because it's not truly a cult. I mean, it's religion. What cult has to be? It's a size thing. Cult can't be that big.
It's a pretty big cult if that wasn't. Not as big as it was. Especially you guys. I mean, when you look at the way the church dictated Irish society for so long, and then, with the youth of today, especially maybe the generation just before you were the ones who were like, wait a minute. I don't want to have my rapist baby.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when the thinking started getting a little bit more progressive. Because now, I don't think there's any practicing young Catholics in Ireland. I doubt it. If there is, it's a very small amount.
Very few. Orlando, 10 Swiss francs. Have you seen producer Michael's video about Jacob watches? I assume he means Jacob and Co.
Bleh,
Disgusting.
bleh,
I haven't even.
bleh, bleh.
We're
Do I
not
have a
really
bucket?
into that stuff.
I need a bucket. Bleh.
It's all like 500 grand to $1 million, right? So,
Gross of bust down shite.
yeah.
Bleh. That is just the rapper's choice, isn't it? Isn't that what Yee wears? Because that's what his name is now, by the way. Kanye is now Yee.
Well, that guy needs to go away so
He just
bad.
needs to go
Carl
to
Martin,
Church
Church of Oisin.
It's like almost like the Church of Satan.
Church of Satan. Nearly there. I get my horns out. Look.
I have a quick funny story about many years ago. I mean, when I was a teenager, there was a shop in New York City called The Magical Child, Magickal, or Magick, you know, so like the real way that the occultists love to spell magic. And we used to like to go in there. I had a friend named Rick, and he was into like Venom and all these really hardcore heavy metal bands. And everybody used to love pentagrams. It was very big in metal in the 80s. Pentagrams, upside down crosses, and all this anti-religious kind of stuff. It was silly, really. But we used to like to go to the store because you could buy Eye of Newt, and you could learn how to do an incantation. And it was stupid. And we used to go in there and get T-shirts because they were scary looking. We liked them. One day, I'm in there, and we hear in the background, we're like, what the fuck is that shit? And then, and it was like some kind of Rosemary's Baby shit going on. And this bookcase opened up, and like the smell of frankincense came flying out, and we saw all these dudes in robes, and it was the Church of Satan having one of their I don't know, what do you call them, revivals or whatever they do, a black mass, if you will.
Wow.
It was fascinating, and we ran like the devil. And we were out of there. So Satanists, we were not.
There's a lot of Satanists in Britain. I remember seeing a documentary years ago called Lucifer in Lancashire. About 60% of Lancashire apparently are Satanists.
Satanists.
They're all nice people, regular people.
Well, I mean, real Satanism is not like, praying to the devil. It's the Anton LaVey's shebang.
Right.
It's about all of the Aleister Crowley. It's about self-love, selfishness.
Not punishing yourself for having the feelings and thoughts, the earthly feelings and thoughts that one has. Not feeling the guilt of that, but embracing it. Yeah.
I'm gonna suck that cock. I'm gonna eat that pizza. I'm gonna fuck her.
I'm gonna have that extra donut.
Yeah. I'm gonna sleep with Tommy's wife. Fuck it. I want it and I deserve it.
Alejandro Caballero, $20. Sending my love to everyone here. Hope you all have exceptional health. Salud. What's that from? There's a movie quote, guys. Salud.
Is that from like Godfather Part 3?
Part 2.
Part 2, right? I was gonna say, because Part 3 is like, when I met you guys, you were
because
the only
they say
people...
salud. They hear the salud was down in Cuba.
In Cuba, oh right. You were the only group of people I knew who didn't hate the movie, and I never hated it. I thought, okay, it's not the first
Godfather Part 3.
3. I didn't hate it, and I rewatched it, and I go, watched this. Yeah,
that's the German 3.
The German. I also am very interested which village you're from, because your accent is interesting to me. Where is it from?
The other, Pitzpalau. The other looks odd. No, I kind of enjoy. I love rumors. I kind of enjoyed, look, the problem with Godfather Part 3, there are really bad parts.
Very bad.
And there are really good parts.
There are.
Yeah.
The worst part has got to be
her
eating the
Coppola, Sofia Coppola. Right?
I don't think she's the worst part. I don't. I try to wrap my head around, okay, it's nepotism. Well, Winona Ryder backed out at the last minute and he was fucked. Yes. So, and she would have been so good in it because as cuckoo as she is, she's a terrific actress.
Yes.
Sofia Coppola was not good, but she wasn't Eli Wallach bad. Eli Wallach was an atrocity, as was George Hamilton. What was he thinking with George Hamilton?
Why is he in there? Yeah.
What the fuck? There were so many actors he could have got.
Yeah.
And you got George Hamilton, who people just look at like he might as well got Rod Stewart.
Right. That's
And another guy that just likes to tan.
Yeah, he likes to tan. Shane McQuirk, 249.
Well, thank you.
Did you forget to type your question, Shane? I'll look out for it. James Hadley. Came from Usheen's stream. My channel name was Watch Ski. But when Usheen said it, I realized it sucked. Back to using my name. Haha. Cheers, fellas. Oh, yeah, Watch Ski. I didn't. Yeah, Watch Ski. Okay, I get it. Can I ask you guys, were you guys automatically bumped over to this? I hope the technology worked. That's all I want to know. Did it all of a sudden just click over to the iBashers channel on your?
Well, 400 people didn't show. They might have just clicked off because it's like I might have offended them by using the C word. It's going to be that guy.
No, it didn't work. It's damn it. So they came over manually. Well, then that's kind of cool. Nope, it did not for me. Like lots of people are saying it didn't work. Dang it.
Carolyn Merton said auto bump.
Auto bump.
Yeah.
So it did work for some.
Very curious. It's very curious.
Okay. So trying to learn to use
welcome
that feature.
Who's here.
Yeah.
All 160 of you.
Yeah.
So Oisin had COVID. You guys all knew about that, right?
You know,
did you tell them?
It's still lingering. It's still lingering.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and with all those vaccinations you've had, I'm surprised it keeps getting you.
Look, listen. I just spoke to the lads to Graham from Zero West earlier. He just had it, and he's had 4 jabs.
Me too.
Yeah,
I got it right after the 4th jab. Right after the 4th one.
And for the record, anybody watching, I'm not anti-vaccine anyway. I just couldn't get it because I kept getting COVID, and they won't give you the vax after you're recovering from COVID because it's kind of the same thing. There's $20 from AS. Thank you, AS. You know, as you leave the railway station in Venice, Oisin. Well, I went to mass at the first church on the left. You mean the left when you come out of the station, or left facing the station?
Yeah, there's that one right to the left, right?
When you come out of the station, there's one on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Church on the left. They had the whole place lit just with candles and the most amazing choir singing a Schubert mass.
Wow,
it was cool as fuck. Yeah. Well,
isn't that what draws you in? Isn't that what draws you in? It does, right?
Like, you want to see where I was drinking last night? I went out with a viewer.
Oh, he's already back to drinking, so I guess he's feeling good. Well,
but I'll do it anyway, whether I'm feeling good or not. It's all I've got left in life. But I
think you have more than that. But that's okay.
So I went. This guy was staying at a hotel. I wonder, should I mention? Maybe I won't mention the name of the hotel. And it turned out there was this big party happening.
Was it a nice hotel?
It was, yeah, very cool. And so I was like, can we go into the party? It was a huge line down the road, down the alleyway or whatever. And I said, can we go? You know, I said, we're guests at the hotel. Can we go? And they're like, no, it's a private party. It was some release for some new perfume, some cologne or something.
By whom?
I don't know. We didn't investigate. So we went through the party for a minute. I was like, oh, wow, you know, hot girls everywhere. And, you know, right at the right age, like late 20s, early 30s. And
right at the right age. You mean for the picking?
Like for me, I can't date a 21-year-old, like, you know. So,
wait a minute, you can't? Why not?
So we go off for some food and we have a good old laugh. And then I said, we're going back to your hotel to have a last drink of the evening. He goes, hell yeah, let's do it. See if there's any stragglers. And there was a small group of the people who organized the thing. So I'm after getting in with an event organizer. She's a really fun girl. And you exchanged info and she invited me to this thing tomorrow as well. Anyway, so we're sitting in this room. They're making drinks. In the end, the guy making the drinks just walks out. He just goes home. He's drunk. He goes home. We didn't pay a thing for any of the drinks. And then I just sat here in the room with my buddy, Ben, lovely fella. And we just talked and drank free from the bar.
Oh, he just left the bar all set up.
It's just all there. So let me show you the room that where we were sitting.
Do I know this establishment?
I'll text you the name. I just don't want. I'm not sure if
No,
I
no,
should
no. You don't have to.
mention it.
But do I know it?
I don't think you know it. No.
Oh, interesting.
Where the hell is the screen now? I have to pull it up.
Dun, dun, dun,
Pull it
dun,
up, Bushy.
dun, 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 dun.
But it was, just a Venice moment of amazingness. You see, if this was a Mac, I'd be able to do this so much easier. God damn it. PCs and their horribleness. Don't see it there anywhere. Nope, not there. Chrome tab, window. There. How about that?
Oh, it's very Veneziani.
Yes.
That. Oh wow, extremely. Look at this. It looks like that there was a quartet playing earlier.
Yeah, so we're all sitting around there. There are drinks there on the right. This is the bar. Now let me show you. Can I go through? Wouldn't it be great if Windows just even attempted at being really cool?
It doesn't have to be.
Uh,
People are doing spreadsheets on it.
God,
Windows is for people who use Excel.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not for.
See. Okay. Now, okay. So there's the roof. That was the roof. That's the fucking roof above us.
Look at that. Oh,
the dining room.
Who are those fancy broads?
I know. Look at that. Isn't it amazing?
That was the height of society in those days.
Yes.
She walk around, genuflect, kiss her wrist. Wow, look at them. Go back to the picture with the ladies. I think that's fascinating. This is some Doge's family. They're probably like
exactly. Yeah.
Look at
the tapestry up top and everything.
Look at that. Wow.
So we're there till 2 in the morning, just sitting in. These rooms are all empty. Me and him are just getting drunk on Johnny Walker Double Black. It was amazing. What a cool gang. What? Boston Collector.
Boston Collector says the ladies in the picture are the perfect age. She was
talking about.
They're love. You know what I love most about them? The powdering. They're just sufficiently powdered. Imagine, because everybody stunk to the high heavens and had crabs and all kinds of critters on them.
Leonardo DiCaprio, he keeps dating girls till they're 25 and then he dumps them. This is the famous thing. Sure. I think 25 is now the beginning of the good. I think up to 25
if you want to have a decent conversation,
yeah. And also a dependable thing, like a nice thing. After 25, 26 is when a woman begins to really, she's done with all the messing around and the flaky.
Yeah.
You've no idea how, you dated girls years and years ago, right?
I dated a couple.
They're so bloody flaky under 25. You might set up a date for Friday night on a Tuesday. You have no idea if that's actually really happening or not.
I think the men are worse, though, don't you? I think men don't get their shit together till they're 40.
Well, I've never dated any men. So
no. I don't mean that. I mean men's mentalities don't. We don't like a girl could easily say, "I don't date men until they're 40 because before that they're just flaky brotards." And I think that's mostly true because I get them all drunk all the time. And when I see the gaggles of men versus the gaggles of women, the girls are just kind of innocuous and blah, and the guys are just dum-dums. Just dum-dums.
Well, they say a woman's ready to settle down beyond 25, 26. They're the year she's entering into, possibly,
motherhood
and homing in on one person, whatever. Whereas they say men need to get to about 35 before they can even think about that. They say
that's. Well, obviously now, especially because we stretch the timeline now. People are getting older. They're living longer. I mean, our parents had us all when they were in their 20s. I'm going to sneeze. My apologies. So, I mean, my mother had her first child at 21.
Right.
Girls are not having children until they're well into their 30s and 40s now. And science has helped out a lot. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
You're just like me. Once I sneeze, it's 40 sneezes. I never sneeze once.
No, I never sneeze once. Oh God, no, never. No, they used to count in school when I start sneezing. They'd go 1, Two.
Wait
They
for the
knew it
next
would be
one.
35 times. Yeah.
Darren Roberts' hotel looks like the set from Eyes Wide Shut. Everything in Venice looks like Eyes Wide Shut.
It does.
In fact, Eyes Wide Shut was based on the Venetian aesthetic, and all the masks in that movie were borrowed from a store right here in Venice. They have a big sign in their window going, all our masks were in Eyes Wide Shut. Like they're milking the shit out of that. But
Great movie.
amazing store.
We
I love that movie.
Yeah,
I
me
love that
too.
movie.
Yeah. There's only 2 films of his that I don't really care for, and one of them I'm going to rewatch. And you know which one that is. I'm going to rewatch the Ryan O'Neal one.
Barry Lyndon.
Barry Lyndon, because it's like I can't watch Dr. Zhivago because it's just for girls. I just can't. I don't get it. I'm not that kind of queen. I don't enjoy that kind of romance-y shit. So that movie starts out with all the silos and all the tech, and then it just turns into just bullshit. Whereas Barry Lyndon just looks like a romantic farce. But maybe I just saw it too long ago. Look at all that shit. I love this. I love everything about this movie. I want to go to that party.
We all want to go to that party. I feel like I'm on the brink of going to parties like this now. Now that I met this girl last night, she's a lawyer during the day.
Oh, I didn't get that story. Hello. That must have been divulged on the last broadcast. What girl? Oh, this person you met last night was a girl?
Last night, she organized this event last night. Mega success. And I was like, so you're the person I should have met this whole time. It's taken me a while to kind of inject myself into the system here. And she goes, oh, you met the right person. And so we got talking, and she goes, I'm also a lawyer during the day. And I was like, I always need a lawyer. I'm like, so yeah. I'm like, what type? She goes, criminal. I was like, perfect. I always need a criminal lawyer. I need some sort of lawyer around at all times. So I said, so there are 2 reasons we should totally be friends. So we connected and got all our info. She's already sent me info about some event happening tomorrow. The line of people going in, it was just such an interesting arty bunch, and Venetian and strange, and it was cool. It was very cool. There's Eyes Wide Shut. You were talking about Barry Lyndon, huh?
Yeah.
All shot on strange lenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jem Hader says that the duel scene in Barry Lyndon is legendary. And yes, it is. Anytime I've ever seen a clip, it's always the duel scene. And I just think, the one in Highlander is much cooler. The scene in Highlander where he just stabs him and he just won't die.
Oh, yeah. Winston. I'm
like, yes. That's a better duel scene, I think.
Yes. I apologize for calling your wife a bloated warthog.
bloated warthog.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I beseech you. I'm just pulling up Barry Lyndon. Look at these shots. They all look like paintings.
I mean, it looks like Vermeer or Rembrandt.
Yeah, Rembrandt, yeah.
It looks like the Night Watch.
Look at that.
That's not from Barry Lyndon, is it?
I think it is.
Come on.
Yeah, look, there's the duel.
Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. I'm going to watch that. Maybe.
Apparently, he had a really hard time with that candlelight, some of these candlelight scenes here.
I can imagine.
They had to put so many candles because the lenses he was using weren't really, a lot of the lenses he used were for space exploration. You had to fashion them. Yeah, you had to change the ends of them and make adapters and so on so they'd fit on the Panavision gear. Yeah, he got crazy about the lenses. The only director I know of who got mad about lenses since Kubrick is P.T. Anderson, who is the cinematographer for his own movies.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at this shit.
Look who's early. What the hell? Hello.
Laverne.
She's stuck.
The cat just walked in. Look what the cat dragged in. Are we going to talk about what's her name? Amaranth breaking down live. This big OnlyFans girl.
Should we watch it?
I don't know. Will we get shut down for that?
Why would we? That's not copywritten material.
Okay, let's watch it.
Let's watch it because I haven't seen it. I just heard about it.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, guys, this big OnlyFans girl, she's, it's light porn, I guess. But anyway, she's making millions. We spoke about her last week because, you know, there was money in her account. We couldn't believe how much she had just left in her account. Turns out she has a husband she never mentioned. And he was abusive to her on the phone. Turns out he's a big controlling lunatic. And this is the reason why she's so ever present on OnlyFans and on her YouTube and so on. You put in Amaranth, and the second thing to come up, no, the first thing to come up is Amaranth licking. Then it's Amaranth husband phone call. Let's have a look. See if this comes up. Okay, it is. Anyway, yeah, it's a big scandal because it turns out he's an abusive, controlling dude behind the whole thing. He's basically just been pimping out his wife across the internet the entire time.
Well, I already feel like I should have some boy butter available.
Exactly. Because I'm going to let you say what you think
You mean boy butter?
But then I'm going to say what I thought I said. But you cannot interrupt mine because I'm not going to interrupt you.
What are you saying?
Anyway, she winds up.
Said, why are you pausing? You didn't ask a question. You said a statement. Did you say that?
That's an abuse. That's a mentally abused
That's
person.
horrible.
Did you not say that? Or you're saying you did not say that?
I tried to tell you what I heard from you. And you called me a liar.
Then you tell me, what did you say?
I mean, this guy's super abusive.
Wow. I'm literally horrified at her. Look at this girl. I mean, I don't give a fuck what she does. That's her business. But this guy is absolutely tormenting this woman.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Totally.
Look at the emotion. That is 100% real emotion right there.
Yeah, it's real. This dude knows he's.
Was she ambushing him live just so everybody knew what he's up to?
He knows he's on live.
Oh, he does. Wow.
I asked you why, if there's a reason, because you insinuated that.
So then he started. Apparently, he controls the accounts.
Oh.
He controls all the money is going to him. So he said he was going to freeze a lot of it and give a lot of it away and stuff. It's like a horrific. I mean, this girl is so big in all of those spaces. She's done interviews on other channels that are clean channels, but just about the phenomena of her success and how much money she's actually bringing in. It's a scary amount of money. Honestly, now that this has all come to light, I'm thinking now it all makes sense, the things she was saying, because they were asking her, like, you know, what would you like to do with all your money? And she goes, I just want to make like a nice farm with animals. I love animals and I want to save animals and stuff. And I was
my
like,
gosh, she sounds like me.
yeah,
That's all I want to do.
yeah. So I was like, oh, she doesn't want the money. And she's doing all this stuff out of character. Like, she's just going along with it. Turns out she's actually feeding this dude.
Oh, does anybody know what he looks like? Is he a fucking big fat cunt? Do we hate him?
I don't know.
He sounds like
I don't like his voice. I don't like his. He doesn't sound. He sounds
whiny fuck.
He sounds like whiny. Is it bad for me to say that he might not even be straight? That he sounds like that he wanted a YouTube presence himself. I don't know. I'm just sick of hearing so many girls that I know and I've heard of that dated dudes who were never straight in the first place and completely wasted their time. And I don't know, there's something whiny and the kind of attention-seeking gay dude sounding about that dude, because I've seen a lot of those channels of those makeup guys and so on. He just sounds like that. Doesn't sound like a proper butch fella, you know? Do you know what I mean?
No, he just sounds like. Well, first of all, I mean, I don't know how OnlyFans works, but I would imagine in this digital age that we live in, that there is probably a tremendous amount of shenanigans going on with sex trafficking and imprisonment and all that kind of stuff. Right. So this girl could be living in this little room with the cute little pig on the bed and all that stuff. But it could be in a jail cell in a basement of a bunker somewhere, and he, that could be going on everywhere. Because there's no way to really regulate that, since we're just pointing a camera at people from our own. They've got VPNs, I'm sure, so you can't tell where it's coming from. So this girl's, I mean, she's obviously a slave to this guy, and he's manipulating her. People like to say maybe she's playing us too. I think I'm a pretty good judge of character. She looks truly horrified. She does. And she's a beautiful girl.
It also explains a lot of like why she was doing 12 to 15 hours a day of this shit. Like, this is her at the end of her tether, because she had just done a bunch of OnlyFans kind of porno, and now she's like has to do a stream where most of us would be like, oh, we're done for the day. Like, I'm going to bed or whatever. I'm going to go out with my friends. She's like, no, I've got to go and do a 4-hour live stream now for the fans and earn more money. He's been milking the hell out of the biggest, what would you call her, soft porn girl?
I mean, I've never watched her channel, so I don't know the extent to which she goes. It's more erotica than pornographic, right?
OnlyFans goes pornographic.
But does she do pornographic as well?
Yeah.
So
I think I get the feeling he's the guy, the receiver, but it looks, because a lot of her stuff has been shared out across the place.
Oh,
it looks like they're
that,
using a fake phallus.
Oh, wait a second. Is she performing certain acts upon?
Yeah, she is.
And there's no face attached to it?
Not on his end. No.
Oh no.
In fact, in some of the stuff that I saw, it looks like a girlfriend of hers. It almost looked like their girly arms, and I'm like, she just asked a girlfriend to like put this thing,
put a strap on. Does it look like an artificial phallus?
Yeah, it does. So I'm like, she's just playing along with the thing, but like,
makes me want to be Batman.
Yeah,
makes me want to be Batman.
Beat the shit
go
out of him, yeah.
And just show up and go and just murder him.
Yeah. I mean, can't she take the 20 million she has in the bank, or 50 million, whatever she has, and go and finally make her farm with her animals?
If
save her animals.
She legally, absolutely, she could, because she's doing the work. And is the bank account in her name?
No, a lot of the stuff is in his name. It comes out in the video. You'd have to sit. It goes on forever. You'd have to sit and watch the whole thing. But they went through the highlights on the big channels, Phil Franco and so on. No, he apparently has a lot of control over a lot of the money. Then she went back on live then the following day or 2 days later or something, saying that she actually managed to get control of some of the money and so on. But
legally, she could take all the money, because
I don't know if this woman can continue doing what she's been doing.
I don't think so. I think her career in this arena is probably finished.
I mean, can we, can the guys, her big fans, can they really watch that stuff now that they know and
that
donate
being
money
forced into it? She's being raped in a way.
Yeah, and also that the money that they're donating to see her do whatever the hell she does, it ain't really going to her. Maybe not, won't get to her in the end. Will arrive at that guy, that whiny asshole on the phone. It'll go to him instead. It's not fun. Yeah, she's all messed up here. Very sad.
It's very, very sad. Absolutely horrific. I mean,
just
like,
so
listen,
weird
we don't
to
know
me.
the truth, but that guy, you can hear the sound of him, and it does not sound to me like he's a good guy.
Controlling and abusive. That's what he sounds like.
How do you spell her name?
Well, her stage name, Amaranth. So Amor, like French love, ANTH.
Just looking to see if there's any pictures of her husband.
Oh, they'll be looking for him now. It's unbelievable, though. God, I don't know what to say about it. It's like, I hope she gets to have her farm with her animals, and hope she gets the hell out of this, because I don't think she was having fun with any of this stuff. And now that we've seen behind the scenes, behind the curtain, so to speak, it all makes sense how programmed she is with the whole thing.
Yeah, well, that's what happens, to people when they're abused like that. I'm certainly no PhD, but I think that they beat them down to look at the state of her, and she's wearing this, extremely revealing top, and I guess
Yeah,
she
because
was.
she was in the middle of one of her streams. She's supposed to wear something like that in her streams, so the boys can go, "Hi, Amaranth, I still love you. Here's $50, whatever," and do all that stuff and send them money. That's the whole point. It's a gathering up of money. People criticize guys like Tim and Archie for e-begging. They're only skimming the surface. These people have it perfected to a fine art. It isn't really even about supporting them. It's just about being kind of servile to them and just throwing them your cash, But when that big interview aired, whatever channel it was another big channel, she did an interview all about her life and so on. I found that very interesting myself. It was just everyone had the impression that this was the most ruthless, unstoppable girl.
Maybe she is.
Maybe she is. But also just like it was terrifying, like to discover that she had been banned from Twitch several times, banned from Instagram several times, and she just keeps coming back. Most things that we would turn us off it and kind of leave us with our tail between our legs was, it didn't phase her in any way. Turns out it wasn't really her. It was her boyfriend going, "I don't care. Let's get back on Twitch tomorrow. The minute they lift that ban."
What's
She's
Twitch?
like, okay. Twitch is like another huge thing to cast on. It's funny that you don't even know.
I mean, I've
Twitch
heard
is.
of it, but I
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
It's another thing to do, casting. A lot
It's
of people
another
do.
thing that I could get arrested on, right?
Well, a lot of gamers are on there.
Oh,
They do
gamers.
gaming and they chat. And now the new thing is like porn stars are also gamer girls. So they have a gamer setup and they're playing the new Skyrim or whatever, but then it's them going, "Oh, what was the biggest cock I ever had? I think it was and they
This
while they're playing
joystick
the
is
game."
vibrating me into orgasm.
No, but they're not acting. They're not doing any of that.
Oh,
They're
they're not?
talking. No, they're playing the game. They're going, "Oh my god, shoot this guy." And then somebody asked a question like, "When was the first time you did anal?" And they're, "Oh, I think it was back like 4 years ago, and I wasn't even ready for it. But anybody know how to get through this part of this game?" It's like that. It's like a big mix of that. They're not pretending or
Oh, so there's
they're
no
out of
play
character completely. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they just talk about, do they talk about like the characters from the games that they want to fuck?
No, they don't. You're getting way wild about it. It's
Oh, is
way
it not?
more
It's
normal.
just
No, it's living room chat. It's It's
Oh.
just no, yeah. This is gamer world, and I'm your biggest fan, and and all that. They're just
with the
like,
sound off, it looks like she's listening to this bozo. Like, is
yeah,
she?
she's listening. Yeah, he controls her. And do you remember Casino with
Sharon Stone? Yeah.
Sharon Stone, and she's just and James, what's his name?
James.
Yeah, the character.
Yeah. What's his name? James.
Yeah.
He's
Somebody
ugly.
help us. Somebody help us. He's from Once Upon a Time in America.
Yeah.
He's Lester Diamond. I know the characters.
James Woods.
James Woods. Thank you.
So
Thank you
ugly.
guys.
Apparently, he's
Showing
got
up.
a gigantic Frockenstuffer, though.
Really. James
Apparently.
Woods he's such a creep.
Ugh.
My favorite bit. I used to do this with an ex-girlfriend years ago because she thought he was such a creep, and I used to impersonate him just to freak her out. Because when she gets married and she's on the phone, she gets married to De Niro, to
Yeah.
Weinstein, whatever his name was in the film, and
The Jewish mob.
Yeah, and he's on the phone going, "Can you feel me? Can you feel me in your heart? Can you feel me inside you? Can you feel me in your heart?" It's such a great. It's so creepy.
So,
De Niro finds her crying on the phone, like with a
Yeah.
wedding dress on. He's like slams down the phone, and
She's played such a good Kokor.
it was such a good thing. She felt sorry for him, and she'd give him money and stuff. So it's that kind of that motherly instinct that some of these women have. Who knows what the story is? This is probably a childhood friend of hers, and she had big boobs and pretty eyes. And he went, you know what? We should make millions of dollars online. And she went along with it just to make him happy or whatever, to make money herself. And now he's the fucking mastermind behind the whole thing, you know. You know what I mean? Anyway.
I'm just looking at her body language and I'm just trying to figure her out. But I mean, the proof will be in the pudding, because this will go to court, because obviously there's going to be a fight over money. He's going to be vilified, and in today's climate, you know, it's very hard to be a man. However, look what happened with Kevin Spacey, acquitted.
Oh, is that new news
Today?
Oh, fantastic.
You know why? Because that Star Trek cunt, the guy from Rent, Mark, December 24th, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That guy from Rent. I don't watch Star Trek Discovery, and I'm a big Star Trek fanatic. I don't watch it because that guy's on it, and I don't believe him, and I think he ruins Kevin Spacey's career. Like we've discussed Kevin Spacey. He's a handsy old queen, blah, blah, blah. You punch him in the mouth, or you take his hand off you, or you suck his dick. You can do whatever you want. The choice is yours. He reported that he was 14 years old and that Kevin Spacey fell in the bed, and he could tell he wanted to get away. And he was thrown out of court today. He was completely acquitted on all charges.
Wow.
And I don't think Kevin Spacey will ever get his career back, because I think everyone's done with him, which is completely unfair.
It's horrible. I mean, the fact that they finished that political thriller thing he was in, what was it called? House of Cards, without him was scandalous.
Oh, it was the worst thing ever. And Greg Kinnear, who has never sucked in anything he's ever done, sucked in that, because it sucked. It just sucked. He came in and it got very, it felt like Ryan Murphy. And I don't know have you ever watched anything by Ryan Murphy?
Remind me in a second. The federal jury concluded Thursday that Kevin Spacey did not molest fellow actor Anthony Rapp in the 1980s. Can you believe it? The 1980s. This is nearly half a century ago. Bringing to a conclusion a civil trial. It was civil? Okay, so they just wanted money.
This is
okay. Oh, well, there you go. Okay. That was an outgrowth of the Me Too movement. The verdict in the civil trial came with lightning speed. Jurors at the federal court in New York deliberated for a little more than an hour before deciding that Rapp hadn't proven his allegations. Well, fuck him. Can he go back against him now and fucking sue his ass to shit?
I hope he does. Because
he's very grateful for to the jury for seeing through these false allegations, said his attorney, Jennifer Keller. He had a female attorney, very smart. What's next for Mr. Spacey is going to be proven that he's innocent of anything he's been accused of.
I'm sure he's grabbed a couple of cocks in his day.
Yeah,
sure. Squeezed a couple of buttocks, you know, because the reports are that he's a handsy.
Oh, that's this dude.
Yeah, look at him.
I didn't know I didn't know his face.
We're not gonna pay last year's rent. That's him.
Oh God.
And then he was in Star Trek, and he made Star Trek super gay. And you know, I hate when shit gets super gay. I don't care about you guys sharing your morning coffee on an insurance commercial. I don't fucking care. I don't know who that appeals to. Like when you're walking down the jet bridge and you see the interracial gay couple having a international coffee together while they're Asian baby. It's just such PC bollocks, all of it.
Spacey will face a criminal jury in London next year on charges that he sexually assaulted 3 men nearly a decade ago. He pleaded not guilty to the charges in July. His trial is scheduled for June 2023. This guy, nothing will let up. The hits keep coming, man. What's he going to do till then? Just get fatter? Although he looks okay there, doesn't he?
He looks good. Could you go back down to the bottom? I want to read a segment that you have there. No, go the other way.
Oh.
Spacey has that you were there. You were there a minute ago. Back up.
Yeah.
No, the other way. The other way. It was at the end. It was at the end. Go down.
Down, you mean?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
Further,
please.
Yes.
Yes.
Right here, right there.
Yes.
Spacey has also been hit with a $31 million bill after a private arbitrator ruled that a Los Angeles judge affirmed in August that Spacey and his production companies must pay the makers of Netflix House of Cards because of the losses incurred by firing for the sexual harassment of crew members. So wait a second, he's got to pay because he got fired? Fuck off.
That's unbelievable.
What kind of kangaroo court bullshit is that? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. And, kind of like Don Felder getting fired from the Eagles and Joe Walsh not backing him up. What's her face? Robin Wright. They were such good pals. Good pals. And
But she had to step away.
She did. She didn't back him up in any way.
That's the saddest part of it. Yeah, when people step away like that. God, he has aged a lot. I guess it's been a few years.
He looks very presidential there, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So presidents look like un piccolo gesto fatto di milioni di persone smette di essere piccolo.
Pretty good, man. Nice, perfect.
Cambia gesto.
Do
you want to hear the worst thing that's happening in America right now? And I sent it on our little cunt club. We have a little text thread. Fucking Negroni Spagliato. Oh no. Somebody went to Italy, some little tart, and she put it on her TikTok, and they're calling it Spagliato.
Yeah. Well, it's a funny language,
When Rapp was 14 years old, Spacey is also facing 5 charges in which he has pleaded not guilty.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. That guy was looking for a quick payday. And you know what? If I could sue all the old faggots that touched me arse when I was 14, I would be so rich right now.
Get on it.
I mean, and I'm not saying I was offended either. So I don't know. It's just, isn't it gross? Like, listen, I'm sure that Kevin Spacey's probably one of those, handsy old queens that, like Uncle Frank, stop it. You're so bad. He didn't rape the guy. This is not sexual in any nature. What were you doing in his apartment when you're 14 years old, unescorted anyway? Why? Because you probably got hired to fuck everybody. Because you were probably a rent boy.
God,
it was the 80s. There was no regulation on how young you were when you were selling your wares.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. It's infuriating to me. But Kevin, good sailing. I hope I think you probably needed to check your head. I think you probably needed to reel it in a little bit because he's got a weird ego for sure.
Yeah.
You're not an attractive man, Kevin, and you're certainly not, and I don't know if he ever was, but attractive enough. Youth is attractive in general. Even ugly people can be hot when you're drunk and they're young. But now he's a creepy old guy, and now you're just gonna have to pay for it. I'm sure he does already. But anyway, that is what was going on there.
Man.
So it's just very easy to sue people for saying touched me and I was. He has a huge career. He's on a Paramount produced show. He makes a great salary, and he's in the show. And the other guy from Rant who played the drag queen is his husband on the show. And it's like they've just made Star Trek gay. And it's just so distracting from the science.
What's Mr. Bad Guy saying here? $5. And Daniel never let go of Peachy's hand, and Peachy never let go of Daniel's head. Or did you mean? Okay. I don't know if that's what quote that is. Are we supposed to recognize that?
Mr. Bad Guys. Is that Barry Lyndon?
Benzo said about Barry Lyndon is pretty much the comedy. It's great.
I did see a comment up there. I will go back real quick and see if I can find it. Oh, thank you, Aaron K, for the $1.
And he had a question.
Oh.
Wishing best wishes. Sent you an email back on September 13th. Hope you had a chance to read the letter and appreciate the feedback. Keep up the amazing work. Love listening to both of you. Thank you, Aaron. I will go back and have a look at which one that was. I got a lot of emails, my friend. I hope you understand that.
That's why you need a secretary.
I do.
Benza wrote, he's a right winger with a huge cock. Dated roller girl. And many other Hollywood babes. Sean Young and Woods almost killed each other. Poor Sean Young. What a terrific career she could have had. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl. And a terrific actress.
But
And
difficult to work with, apparently.
difficult. Well, you know, I mean, was she difficult on Blade Runner? I don't think so. I think it was.
Could
I
you be
remember,
any more difficult than Ridley Scott?
no, I don't think
Most
you
difficult
can.
human on earth.
Ever. And a hack of the first order. He's been lucky a couple of times.
Blade Runner and Aliens. Alien.
Thelma and Louise is a good movie.
Yeah.
I like it. So Roller Girl, many years ago, Paul and I, 1999, we were in Venice and we saw her. I think I've mentioned this before on the show. If I have, just tell me to shut up. We saw Heather Graham making out with the Brothers McMullen guy. Ed Burns. And they were not a couple yet. It became public later on, but we saw them ferociously making out just about maybe about a half a block off of the Basilica to the left. Because we were sitting at a restaurant in a tiny little piazza, little. What do you say, a piazzini, or what would you say, a small one?
Piazzetta.
In a piazzetta. So we saw them making out, and they were making out for hours. And she hooked up with James Woods. Bleh. I don't care how big your dick is. Bleh. Gross.
He's an odd guy, isn't Daniel? To be honest, Star Trek was G4Y. What's that?
Only gay and gay. It was gay. Was gay for years.
Oh, he's right. He's writing gay in a different way. Okay, gay enough before.
I mean, it was
those
people were
fitting uniforms.
That was just in your own mind, though. You were making gay associations with it.
You were seeing it through gay.
Right. You're in through gay eyes, right?
Right now, behind me on the screen, they're going into a door, and that's the entry. You see, I mean, you can interpret anything
to your hole.
We're slowly walking into the entry.
Right.
If you have that, you know.
And then I rode off on the grass.
On the grass.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Star Trek's never. There was a whole big kerfuffle years and years ago about Star Trek's not gay. You know, like Oscar's so white or whatever. This so black or this so gay or whatever. You know, some group is like, does Star Trek have to be gay? We're friends with the Klingons, man. Isn't that enough? How about gay Klingons?
I think I have to shut down Catherine, even though I'm not offended by anything she's saying. It's just like BBC, ITV. It's so weird.
Oh, she's saying something. Do we know her? Catherine Gwyneth.
I don't know. She's like, this is shit. Like, if you want to make a point, Catherine, you can make the point. You're in timeout, though, right now. Sorry.
Is it like BBC One, BBC Two,
BBC Three,
BBC 4,
BBC 7, BBC Heaven? Yeah, sorry, Catherine.
Oh, here she goes. BBC One. I think she got it. Oh, there she goes.
Tipping point, catchphrase. I mean, she's going fucking ape shit. I'm so sorry, darling, but this is not how we do things here. I'll let you back in a bit. I'm so sorry, darling. You can make it all your whole point in one message if you feel like doing so. I hope you do.
Catherine, are you using drugs?
She might have had a glass of wine or two, but that's okay. We all like that. Kieran Kelly, guitarist. How are you, brother? Good to see you. Cheers, guys. Have a great show. Thank you so much, Kieran.
Thank you, sir.
The man.
The
legend. What else were we supposed to talk about tonight? I can't remember.
You left it freeform, which I think is kind of fun.
Okay, that's fine. Let's freeform it. That's great. Yeah, I didn't know about Kevin Spacey, so that's great. I was not aware.
Yeah, that was a big thing. I got a couple text messages because everybody knows my stance on that, and that fucking cunt from Rent.
So did you hear about the fake Rolex letter that was going around all around the watch world yesterday? I should fill you in on that.
Oh, fill me in.
There was a letter going around. Everybody was passing it on to one another in the WhatsApp forums and Instagram and so on. Apparently from Rolex saying that they're cutting their production in half for 6 months because of gas limitations, heating their facilities, and because of the current situation, blah, blah, blah. Well, a lot of people got very excited or very confused or whatever. And they were like, oh my God, my watches now are going to go up in value. And then the gray market makes more sense now because now nobody will be able to get anything for like a year. And the wait lists are going to go up. so on. Well, it turns out that letter apparently is fake. It wasn't real at all. So now everybody's talking about like, who put it out, why did they put it out, what was their reasoning, is it the gray market getting desperate, trying to create fake news that will stimulate the market?
Maybe Rolex did put it out.
Maybe Rolex themselves put it out. That will be a very nasty and cheap move. I feel like they're above all of that crap.
But it was on their stationery. From whom?
It was all put together to make look real, but the way it was typed wasn't even. There were certain errors in there and so on.
Was it on Rolex stationery?
Do you want me to pull it up here?
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Show me those tits, baby. I want to see it.
It's here somewhere. Where did I put the damn thing? Yeah.
Daniel, I'm wearing my my moonbotch. My fake Mercury. Yeah. I wear it all the time. I beat the living piss out of it.
Right.
And it takes a licking and it keeps on ticking.
Fantastic.
I love it. I love this thing. I wear it all the time. It's just so great. Is it upside down? It is.
Yeah.
It is so great. And you know what? Its sweeping hand is better than the freaking real one.
Right.
It's way better. It doesn't go tick, tick, tick. It goes.
I should change watch. I have AP on.
I saw you were in that. Put on an Omega, will you please?
Sure, man. For you.
Stop fucking around. Put on like a beautiful. What do you got? What are you gonna put on?
For you. Oh, I don't know. Where is it? I had the Alcantara around here somewhere, but now it's gone. I don't know. I'll put it on a moonwatch, or not a moon swatch.
Yeah, do that.
I know it's not real Omega. I know it's sacrilege. Which one would you like to see? The
Saturn.
You want to see Saturn?
Yeah, put it on. I love that brown strap.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. So let me find this letter. But anyway, look, it's kind of messy. A lot of Watch Pro, like an online magazine, put an article out about the ramifications of it, and then they had to apologize today. They took down the article saying, no, we believe it's actually fake, that it's not true. Watch Pro, they're called.
Don't know them.
They have a salon thing. I was guest last year as an influencer at their event in London. So they've had to rescind.
Look at that. Looks great.
Yeah.
Really suits you well.
Yeah, it suits me because it's nice and broad and big, and
it looks terrific.
Yeah,
really does.
Yeah,
42 doesn't look small on you at all. It looks great.
Jeez. No,
I don't know what it is with these watches. 42 doesn't look big on me either. It's perfect. I love it. And I always shied away. I was like, 42 is a little big. 40 is perfect.
Nathaniel just mentioned this, by the way. Pretty darn cool that you got feedback from the CEO of Swatch for your video. Yes, it is. And that's thanks to Dirk, because he sent it to him. It wasn't me. I
wrote Nick a letter. Nick Hayek. I wrote him a letter. Because I was like, wait a second. This, you know what it did for me? I did, we don't do our laundry and talk about what he's doing today. I mean, we do, but we don't. But I watched that video and I got re-inspired. Because I've been off the Moonwatch. Like, I don't give a fuck the Moonwatch. I don't care. Now I want them again because it brought me back to the original impetus of why they exist. What is the reason for it? And it was, the wonder. And I like it. So I was like, that motherfucker's got to see that. So I sent it off to him and he wrote me right back. And I forwarded it to him. I was like,
he definitely watched the whole thing because he had comments.
Definitely did. He had commented on it. He said it was beautiful. And thanks. I haven't seen this yet.
You love the crescendo to the Saturn zoom in and everything. This is the Jupiter.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer the brown strap. I just think it looks elegant. It's nice.
Wouldn't it be great if Swatch or if Omega made real watch versions of these?
Maybe they're doing that right now.
Maybe it's already on their way because of the success of these. Maybe Omega is gonna put out one every month or something over 2023. in ceramic.
Sure.
You
I
know,
mean, look,
solid ceramic, not bioceramic, but ceramic. And like the dark side of the moon or the gray side of the moon, they're ceramic
they're
watches, right?
ceramic. Yeah, they are.
And make a ceramic version of all of these colors with real movements and the real. I mean, I
They
would
got to
be first
retool
in line.
Venus. Yeah, I would be too.
Well, because
I'd
Venus,
immediately
because of
want
the
Mercury.
blue.
It's just Venus is just such a no. It's pink.
Oh, it's pink.
It's the pinky girly one. It looks like the one that's It looks like it's Hello Kitty.
Yeah,
It
but it's
looks like
great for girls.
yeah, but make it a 38. Omega. Don't put it in a 42. 42 is too big.
I should
Make it
send you
in
a
a
photo
38.
of Eleonora with it on this big Instagram. Here, she's
We're in a Venus.
wearing her Venus, and it looks good on her. I mean, she's a big, tall girl, but it works in certain arms. Last night, I met a woman here. She has a house in Florence. She's American. She was manager of Panerai in LA for years, and she also worked for Rolex for years. And she had a Panda Daytona on, and we all agreed, the people at her table and at our table, we all agreed that it looked better on a woman than on a fella.
Sure.
That watch, yeah.
I mean, unless you're who's the gay? Adam Lambert could wear it.
Right.
Or just
He's a big chunky dude, though, right?
I mean, he isn't always. He goes up and down. He's like that Sam Smith guy. That's his name, right? The English guy with the really annoying falsetto.
Yeah.
You know, the writings on the wall. Oh, he's annoying. And his music is just drivel. He could wear it too because he now goes by they. Have you seen what they wear?
He's a they.
Yeah, he uses the they pronoun. Unlike Demi Lovato, which is going back to she and her because she's feeling kind of feminine right now. And go fuck yourself.
Toying with
you know
the
what?
whole thing.
It's like when Kevin Spacey said, and this is the only thing. Listen, I have a bone to pick with Mr. Spacey myself. When he said, when all the shit came out, he said, "Well, I've decided to live my life as a gay man right now." That was the quote. I was like, "You've decided? Are you going to set the whole movement back?" You know,
Right.
a couple like 100 years. And then Demi Lovato was like, you know, I know I made a big deal about they and them, but I'm feeling like a girl right now. So you know what? She, her. Okay. Because I'm feeling girly.
It's just like
Oh,
whatever
man.
mood you're in.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Yeah. Right.
Let me pull up these
Pretty
photos.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I've been trying to get this girl on the channel for a while. But she wears a lot of watches. She represents a big watch place here in Italy. But she has the moon swatch. Can I go from? Yes, I can. So I can share that safely. Yes, I think I can.
He didn't want that. He wants the Speedmaster.
Can you read the question?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sick of this.
I'm so bad. Okay. Andrew Volkovich says, "Did you ever get the Omega 300M in Sedona Gold?" No.
I would love it. I'd love a Speedy in Sedona Gold as well. I mean, I love all the gold. I love Omega's gold. I do.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Okay, so this is Eleonora. She's really big. Let's get rid of Andrew there. And so you see what she's wearing?
Oh yeah, it's still big though, but it's baubbly.
Well, it's nice on her, and like she's tall. It works well on her.
She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Who is she?
She's a model in Milano. She's an Instagrammer.
Okay.
Yeah.
The watch looks cute on her. It's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. It's great. Yeah, she's a bang.
Getting her on the channel is going to cost me about $1,000.
Oh, really?
At least I have to put her up if she comes to Venice, I have to put her up in a hotel and all that.
The money on the dresser is for clean or also for the sex?
No, but she'll just be super high maintenance, classic. She'll make Chloe look like a fucking dream come true. Like she'll just be completely disinterested Instagrammer bitch,
The purpose of having her on your channel is ...
So the boys watch. It's all just giving the boys something to watch. I mean, come on, that's what the Chloe thing was. I mean, it was
next week.
about
Let's
the
get a
concept.
real hooker and bring her on the Bashers.
We could actually bring a hooker on the Bashers.
We've had it before.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
No, but it's nice. It just adds some elegance, and I like filming other people and editing other people.
Mm.
You know, I did an okay job with Chloe, considering, and then of course
You
Carissa stood up to the plate beautifully.
Yeah, she's terrific.
Full of energy and so on, and it adds a lot of spice to the channel. I just like it. You know, people staring at a big hairy wolf Irishman the whole time. It's not always great, so it's nice to see some extra flavor. But she wears a lot of watches. This girl, she knows her watches. She represents a big watch place here in Italy.
Is she Italian?
Yeah, Milanese.
She does not look Italian at all. My Milanese, she does. There you go.
Yeah,
they're a different world over there. They're tall and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Carolyn Martin said, "Have you seen?" Carolyn Martin, $4.99. Thank you, Carolyn. She said, "Have you seen the Moonswatch cars they have driving around selling the watches for Swatch?" I have not.
No, I've not seen those. Let me try and find them on YouTube.
Moonswatch cars. They need to have more in stock, don't they? Because, you know, I popped by the boutique the other day and they didn't have any. And I was like, man, because I was like, you know what? I'll get the real
some at the right moment.
Yeah. And somebody said Thursdays at 4:00. That's what I had heard.
I heard that the deliveries are kind of toward the evening. Evening time is when, and so here in Venice, you'll see the lines at 6, 7 in the evening for them, just before closing. Moonswatch cars. Here we are, chasing the Moonswatch car in Stockholm. Let's have a look. Stop screen. That's interesting. Like, they really need to promote these things in any other way. I mean, come on, guys. Doing just fine.
Okay, so we're in Europe.
He's in Stockholm, Scandinavia. So he's after spotting the Moonswatch car, I assume, and he's jumped on his bike and he's chasing it to see where it's going, to see if they have. Sorry if I'm not close to the mic.
It's going to be George Clooney, right? He's making the rounds big time doing his little fluffy movie, but it looks. I'll watch it because it looks. I like the two of them.
It'll be lighthearted and be fine.
Yeah. And he's not, you're right, he's not wearing this 57 at all.
He's wearing the Aquaterra blue dial.
Yep. That's his favorite watch, I guess, right now. I love a Speedy.
Same watch you turned down, only you turned it down in olive green.
I did. And that was the one I loved, too. I was obsessed with the olive green one. Oh, here we go.
I still have it, or I still have access to it. Look, they're bringing around Moonswatches. Oh, you just caught up with it. Okay.
What the fish? What?
They just faded out the most important part. Okay, here we are. Moonswatch Summer Tour. Is this going to shut us down? I hope not for the music. Look. Now they're focusing on the colors, which is annoying. The planet is the most important part.
Cinquecento?
They look like little Seicentos.
Oh, is that what it is now? Oh, is that what it is?
Well, there's a Cinquecento and a Seicento.
I didn't know there was a Seicento.
Look like a
I didn't know
Seicento.
that. I didn't know. Look at the branding on the Fiat.
Yeah.
They changed the whole logo. They gave it the Swatch Omega logo. Oh, wow.
This reminds me of the Italian job.
Totally. Oh, look at this.
Self-preservation society. This is the self-preservation. Look at that.
Wow.
And out they go and they're selling them. Look at that. That's interesting. Well, you're friends with Nick Hayek now. You should fucking ask him what he's
Yo,
up to.
Nick.
Yeah.
Well, you know, in my follow-up letter, which I sent to you, I told him the impetus was I thought you smartly brought people back to the original thinking as opposed to the mayhem that has ensued. Look at that.
I have this one. I still have this one untouched in the box. That's the moon.
Yeah, that's great.
That one goes for higher money on eBay and all of that.
Yeah, see, this is like I tried to say that your video is what took everybody away from thinking about this stuff, you know.
Yeah, but I included this stuff, but
You did, but you know, it
but it
was
was but because it triggered a thing in our psyche that's been going back thousands of years, and that is the praising of the planets. That's what I connected it to.
yeah.
I went a bit freaky and deep with it. There's the
There it is.
Saturn.
Yeah, look, it
Love
looks
it.
great.
So brown and chocolatey.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
God, man, can they really make good watches inside these cases?
Sure they
Like,
could.
that would
Sure
be
they could.
so great.
I still love that one too. That's Uranus, right?
That's Neptune.
It's
It's the
Neptune.
one that
Neptune's
was
beautiful.
bleeding into people's skin.
Oh, but it's so pretty though. That blue is gorgeous.
Here's the one I gave Carolyn.
That's
Carolyn
Earth.
Martin has that one, Earth. Very nice.
Pluto. Poor Pluto. It's a dwarf planet.
Yeah. It's okay looking.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's all right.
Look at that though. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
There's the Jupiter, very popular.
Jupiter and
It's actually quite
Mars.
hard to read.
Yeah, it's a little too light.
They made the hands the same
Here comes
shade.
the sun.
There's the sun.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
It's actually not bad looking there.
Yeah, it looks good.
There's your favorite.
I don't hate it. It's just it seems like what
Great
guy's
for
gonna wear that
girls.
for
Great
girls.
for girls.
Yeah.
That's
right.
it. They don't have the Mercury.
Where's
Oh, well.
Mercury? Come on, they
Mercury's
have
got
to.
to be the most popular. That's the moon again. The Mercury is the most popular, I think, because it really has a cool look.
It looks like a moon watch.
Yeah.
Wow, they really do. Why? Oh, there it is. That was it. That was it at the end.
Oh, was I'm so sorry. I
They had
skipped
it
off
right at the
Sorry.
end.
Oh fuck, sorry. He kept going back through the same ones, so nobody seems to have it here as well. Look. Great.
That's it right there.
Mercury, here we go.
I like the boxes are cool.
Yeah, they're okay. Whoops, better not use the music.
Da-da-da-da.
This is the Mercury?
That's Mercury.
Yeah. It's good looking.
Yeah, it's great looking. Well, because it looks
Yeah.
like a moon watch. Looks like a
Yeah.
Speedy.
Yeah.
Dot over 90.
So I'm eventually going to have to get all of these and do the whole shebang on the mall.
Yeah. Why not?
You
It's
know,
really
just
great.
talk about the planet.
Yeah, see that bracelet is that strap is way nicer than my fake one.
Yeah.
Silvery, mine's not silvery, it's matte.
Uh,
But it does look just like that.
yeah.
Keeps great time.
Well, it's a course. Of course, it keeps great time. I was talking to. I'm going to make a video soon about our expectations of watches because I was talking to Graham from Zero West today, and he really loved my videos on how to set a GMT and how to set your watch and use your watch and so on. And I don't know. We were discussing how people have very high expectations of their watch. You have a mechanical watch. If it gains 5 seconds a day, that's pretty damn good. That's fine. You know, I know that Rolex have a plus minus 2 seconds thing, but so few Rolexes actually come within that bracket, you know?
They're perpetual. Oyster perpetual.
Well, perpetual just is the rotor, so it keeps
Right.
going. But, you know, it's about the accuracy and so on. I just, you know, it needs to be said that, you know, these beautiful things, they're kind of hand built.
See,
You know, they're not supposed to be
perfect forever.
perfect.
They can't be.
Yeah.
You know,
If you
even
have
your
a that's 4 or 5 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds ahead or behind a day, that's pretty damn good. That's great. Even for a high horology watch.
look at your phone if you need accuracy.
Yeah, if you need really high accuracy, your phone is more than enough.
So when you think about it, the Olympics, right? Is
Yeah.
Omega really powering all of those fractions of a millisecond?
I
Who's
don't
like
think
when you're
so.
watching the luge, which
Yeah.
is like the greatest shit when you're watching the skeleton. I mean, and it says Omega, and then 45.7.77.001. You know, like to the infinite crazy minutia of time.
Yes.
Isn't that quartz or it's a computer?
Yeah.
that does that. It's not.
Computer.
It's not a 3, 2, 1 doing that.
Omega staff are sitting at a computer.
Yeah, it's what.
They're just representing the counting of time. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Rolex at Wimbledon.
Right.
Please. There's no time in tennis anyway. Nobody cares. Tennis could go on indefinitely, you know. Dirk Diggler, he's so funny.
Your sweaty self has no chance with that chick. Don't worry about the chances, man.
Yeah,
I've had. I'm on a diet, man. I've had my fill. I've no need to be.
he's full
Yeah, I've no need to be messing around
of
like
pussy.
that. There's a super sticker from Andrew. Thank you so much, Andrew.
Thank
You
you,
know, man.
Andrew.
Ray is still here. $2. I hope you're enjoying it, Ray. Chatting away.
You missed Randy Rodriguez, our firefighter friend.
Oh, there's our boy.
$5. Your New York City firefighter friend checking in. Would love to have you guys come to the firehouse and hang out. We'd love to.
I'd love
He's in
to.
Italy.
I'm in Italy, though. It's a bit of a distance issue. Dirk's down the road, though.
Down the
Have Dirk
road.
over.
How
We could
come?
broadcast directly from there sometime.
Oh, we should do an episode from the firehouse and have all
From
you
the
fellas in there.
firehouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Show
would
us
be-
around the firehouse. That'd be
Imagine that
fucking
would
cool.
what that would do for our gay audience. They'd go mad.
That's very true.
It's very true because people are stupid, you know. Dirk's hanging out with all the
The
firemen.
boys.
Everybody looks at firemen. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're a guy, you're a girl, it doesn't matter. You see a fireman and you do this. You do. Because he might be the
they're
bloke you
still
want
the
to be.
coolest people here.
The coolest.
You know, they're always the coolest. Even here in Venice with their cool boats, man.
Oh,
they're
the
so
boats.
they're
It's
fucking
Extra
hardcore dudes.
sexy, right?
Marcus Girard, pretty sure Omega were designing, creating time equipment, sensors, and gear, and selling it to facilities.
I like that. Facilities. French.
Facilities.
Right? Is that the French word for it? Beautiful.
Facilities.
Yes.
You know,
And
yeah. I mean,
facilitate
I guess
the-
they know what they're doing. Yeah, like
Sure.
they're
But
not using an Omega Speedy.
there's no movement that they make that's timing the luge. You know, it's been computerized since
Yeah,
computerdom has happened.
yeah. It's more representatory, of course. We know that,
No.
right? Yeah.
Definitely. How about this one's funny, I think. Darren Roberts says, hi, Darren. I think we should give Kevin Spacey a shot at the UK Prime Minister and his guys as Frank Underwood. Could it get any worse than Liz Truss and Johnson? Liz Truss, she's out.
She's gone.
And everything she proposed for the lowering of taxes was thrown out the window.
Listen, they're in a fucking mess. And
Yes.
so a new documentary went up called The Brexit Effect, which corroborated everything I've been saying for so long. It's like the British situation, sure, everyone's gone through tight times now because of Ukraine and all of that stuff. But Britain are feeling it harder, and it's been coming for much longer because Brexit has been choking them to death
Sure.
because they closed the goddamn trade doors. Of course, the whole idea was they would open new trade doors then with the United States in particular, but there's nothing in sight right now. For the short term, right now, in this moment, and for the past year, businesses, big and small, have been suffocating. They can't send stuff abroad. No one will buy stuff from them because of the import duties. They'd rather buy from Belgium or from Spain or whatever. And it's been that extra nail in the coffin for them, a big one.
Yeah.
And this documentary was just put out the other day, and I shared it on my Instagram. I'm like, this is why so many people are saying, oh God, we're heading into, yeah, sure, there's a lot of people heading into rough times, but it ain't as bad as what's going on in Britain. Britain is suffering from this stuff. I put up a thing saying, listen, can't they just reverse Brexit? Just do it.
They could but
concede
It
and
was
say-
the will of the people that it would have to go. They'd have to vote
They
on
say
it.
they say 90% of the people think it's bullshit now. That's what they're saying.
Okay,
Even if
well,
that's an exaggeration. Can't they just reverse it and say, "Oh, okay, listen, maybe not such a great idea." And right now, the pound is for shit. So a lot of Europe would buy from Britain. Yeah, like watch prices are super low because, of course, when you do the calculation, the pound went down so bad. Like a couple of weeks ago, you could have flown into London, bought a watch at a mega discount considering the currency conversion, then flown out. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, why is it? Can't you just say you made a mistake? It's okay.
I think that they could if they wanted to. Maybe I don't know who's the prime minister right now. Did they pick somebody?
No, she's going to stay in power until they pick someone. They have about a week or two. Boris is going to come back.
You
Because
think
they don't
so?
know anyone well enough. They don't know anyone well enough. It would have to be a huge campaign trail, and they don't have time for that. So the person the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. So they might just go, fuck, put Boris back in. We need to get through this fucking winter. Out of desperation, they might just say, a bit like voting for Biden. Nobody really liked him. It was just like, can we get that,
It's a
that
placeholder until we
maniac
get somebody.
out of- yeah, right.
That's all that was. Yeah. Wow.
So,
crazy.
that's probably what's going to happen. I feel like they should just go, listen, guys, never mind. Although some people are saying Europe won't have them back in. They have to get back in line. That Europe won't treat them so well. On that documentary,
They're gonna want that. They're gonna want the money.
It's plenty of trade.
Yeah, they're gonna want
Europe,
the trade.
Europe will dive straight into trade.
Sure.
We'll all fucking buy this shit because they'll be like, oh, great. And the pound is for shit right now. It's a great time.
Pound is for shit for the first time. Let's go to London. You can't go because you'll get COVID.
Yeah, because England will try to kill me again.
My niece is over there. Maybe I'll pop in there if I do my little Rickenbacker trip over there. I'll pop into London first and hang out with Shay there and spend some money.
I'll come with you to England. It's worth
such a great idea.
Yeah, I'll come with you to England, of course. Come over here to Italy. We'll fucking do the Italian thing. Drop off the base. And we'll both jump at British Airways first class.
Boom.
And boom over to. They're not even that expensive.
No, it's not bad.
And it's nice.
We just have time for 2 champagnes, 3 champagnes. All right, a bottle of champagne.
I mean, the flight first class isn't anything. It's just seat up front. That's it. There's no difference really. There's a space between you and the next person. That they don't sell the seat between you. That's the only difference they make.
Is that so?
That's all they do. They don't sell a B. It's C.
So that's
FCE.
It's not a better chair.
It's a slightly better chair.
Because I've done that Alitalia first, and it's the same thing.
2-hour flight. Who cares?
But they'll give you a bottle of champagne to stick there.
But the lounge is great. We can get hammered there and eat all the food. And
I've never been in the lounge in Marco Polo. Is it good?
It's okay. It's fine. It's great. Nice food and plenty of wine and stuff. And then we get on the flight and giggle our asses off, and then get over there. And then on the way back, it's fine. It's nice too. And I'll come to London for that and buy a watch. Because I always look at the sterling prices and it always looks so good, but then you do the conversion, you'd be like, oh fuck, no, it's not so good. Because the sterling was so strong. Now that it's for shit, it's like, well, why wouldn't I just go over there and get it? I'm not talking about the AD.
No, you're talking about in the airport,
or just the gray market.
Well, I mean, the prices in airports are better than on Oxford Street, aren't they?
Sure, but not for Rolex and for high.
Yeah, but I mean like
for Omega, it'll make sense.
Okay, so but we'll go to the Rolex store and they'll have nothing, but at Cellini.
We'll go. There's 13,000 people on the subs list in Heathrow. Yeah, 13,000. There's watches in Switzerland though, and they have the Omega display, so we could do Omegas. We're Omega boys anyway.
Do you know that bloke I watched, the English watch, the guy that had the heart attack?
Yes,
lovely guy. He had a big gripe with fucking watches of Switzerland.
Because they upped the price of that JLC.
Yeah, do you watch that episode? Yeah. Right. They fucked him. I mean, royally. He's got an amazing watch buying history, and he bought the watch. It was agreed upon. They're like, no, it's another $1,500. And he's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that lovely family guy who just had a freaking heart attack at Disney World is trying to buy a watch. I was like, fucking, you want to murder these people.
Yeah, it went from 9 up to 10 or something. It was a big
It was like
jump.
over 10. It was like 10,
Yeah.
2, 10, 3. And then, applicable taxes. Like, fuck. Oh my God. Terrible. Anyway. MNT was like, it says, what's your favorite modern last 20 years Omega Speedy? Geez, I wonder which one I like. I love my Legend 03559.32. Yeah.
Which one is that?
Let's boot it up.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
Well, what's yours then, seeing as you mentioned it, because they don't know.
Mine is the 311 1039 30 01001. The 60th anniversary Speedmaster. Of course, it's my favorite.
I could do you just come out with that.
That's what you were waiting for anyway. So
Yeah, that's all I want is you just rhyming off these numbers, man.
Hold on a second. Let me see. So 350 the 3559.32 3559.32 Omega. Yeah, you love this one. This is the Schumacher. This is this is a really pretty one. Now let me show the screen.
Oh, it's the racing.
Yeah. Present. All right, they changed the name of it, right?
Oh, they did.
So,
Present. Yes.
Chrome tab. This one. Yeah, that's it. So.
Oh, gorgeous. No, hold on. That looks like a Daytona, like a
Sure, it does.
Daytona.
Look at the red, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was the Schumacher. Yeah, the 3559.
That's sexy.
Yeah, it's a sexy watch. It's unfortunately it's got the bracelet that we definitely don't like, and I hate the end links on it. I don't like it. Look it on a leather strap though. Sexy. That's the way to present that.
The leather, sure.
Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, that's amazing. That's really, really amazing.
Pull up your favorite.
Sure. Okay. One moment, please.
Between a Milgauss and your favorite, which one would you take?
Oh, Jesus.
Sophie's choice again. Like, what would you go for if you were offered those two side by side?
I'd have to do this. No, I'd take the Speedy. I would.
Let's see it. Did you find it?
I've got a fucking bad cable on my XLR. Yeah, hold on one second.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous watch. That one would suit you lovely as well because I think it's 39 mil.
Yeah.
I think it's a little smaller, correct? Than the new Speedies.
Yeah. Schumacher is a slight guy too. I think he's not a big man.
No, but I'm talking about the one you like, the 60th anniversary.
Oh yeah, it's 38.7. Might even be. I might feel really small.
Well, it's bigger than your reduced.
No, it isn't. This is 39. This is 38.
Oh, the reduced is 38. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Now I can share. Do you hear that?
Yeah, you do have a bad cable.
Yeah, it just started. I'll just sorry, guys and girls. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I don't beat the shit out of it because I totally do.
You're gone, man. You have to add yourself to you clicked the wrong thing. Click back on, my friend. If he doesn't, I'll go ahead and show you what watches on my radar right now. Here he comes back. Just add yourself
out of there with that fun.
That's okay.
It's when you're doing the 23 skidoo with the share. That's what happened.
Yeah.
One moment, please.
It's all right.
There's the dial. So I will just go to StreamYard. I will do the sharesies. Present. Share screen. Chrome tab. That's it. Yeah, that's the dial of that watch, which I think is just so beautiful. With the broad arrow hands and the original Omega logo and the typeface, the long R. It's not the greatest picture in the whole wide world.
Can't you get a better picture than that?
Yeah, I'll
Jesus.
get better pictures than that. Yeah, look at that. Look at this beautiful beast.
Ugh,
Look
God.
at this guy.
It's gone into another screen. You're gonna have to share that separate screen.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Once you click that, it went to a new screen.
Oh, it
correct,
did.
which is not shared.
Okay.
One of the mega frustrations of StreamYard.
I got it.
Andrew,
I got a great one.
Andrew, would you rather have a full set of moon swatches or one ceramic dark side of the moon? I think I would rather a dark side of the moon, of course. I mean, the moon swatches are fun. It's like collecting baseball cards or something. It's not true horology stuff, okay? It just isn't. They are watches. They serve a good purpose. They're quartz. They'll keep good time. They're light. They're comfortable. They look great, of course, because they're modeled on the greatest watch ever. But, of course, between one and the other, I would definitely take the better watch because I'm a watch guy. Okay. There you go. That looks great, man.
I mean, that is just, to me, that is like the most beautiful thing I've
Yeah,
ever
it's
seen in
stunning.
my entire life.
Yeah, it's stunning.
You know?
Broad arrow.
Yeah.
Patina on the indices.
Yeah, that's the thing that everybody started getting crazy about. They were
Crazy
saying that
pushers coming out. Straight
Yeah.
lugs, I see.
straight lugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flat link bracelet, which everybody's copying now. It's got a dot over 90 in case anybody gives a shit. I don't.
Right.
It's got Hesselite, and it's just gorgeous. It's just absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. And look at those hands. It's beautiful. I mean, that's what the Speedmaster looked like. That's what the CK2915 looked like.
Yeah.
That is a very, very close modern iteration with modern sensibilities, mechanics. And it is not a 321, however. It is an 1861. So there's that. You can now get, you can't get that with a 321 unless you have a couple $100,000. And then you get the flimsy bracelet. This has the real, gorgeous, modern Omega bracelet. That's beautiful. Anyway, yeah. So that or the Milgauss, yeah, that. It's just.
I'll show you what's on my radar right now.
Ooh, sunshine.
Just for people watching. So I was trying this on in Bologna.
Oh, he's gone AP wild.
It's the Navy.
Yeah.
What do you think of that fucker?
I think it's
Look at that.
oh Jesus Christ.
Wow. And that deep blue, and look at the strap.
Look at that strap is pornographic.
Pornographic.
That thing is pornographic.
Look how well it wears on.
Oh, where were you? Look at you.
I was in Bologna. I was trying on my. That was the watch there that I was filming. I took it off to try this. Yeah, I mean, come off.
That's the to be continued watch, right?
Jesus, yeah.
Okay.
Look at it.
Wow.
Yeah, I've definitely bitten the bug hard, the AP bug.
You did, but for the offshore.
Look how gorgeous she is. Like, yeah. At first, I didn't like offshores, but tell me this.
That right there, where the metal meets the leather. Is that a great title for a metal song? Where the metal meets the leather. It sounds so Judas Priest. It's like the hammer and the anvil, where the metal meets the leather. That's quite substantial.
Yeah.
Does that have an exhibition case on it?
No.
Good.
Yeah. Solid chunk, man.
It's a chunk of steel.
Yeah.
From the album, A Chunk of Steel. Where the metal meets the leather, from the album A Chunk of Steel. I think we just made the new Saxon album.
I was trying another one. Actually, I should send that over too. It was okay. It wasn't quite as good. It was an offshore on the bracelet. Not often do they come on the bracelet. The bracelet's very chunky. But yeah, it was a lot. AP, Bologna. A lot of watch stores in Bologna, man. Some of them got angry. I was going around with my camera. They saw me trying to film the windows and they fucking ran out, stopped me.
Fuck you. I've got a watch channel and I'm giving you a free advertisement, you cunt.
I know. I know they don't
What's the
care.
matter with them?
Like, yeah, I'm like, you know, there's a 4K camera on everyone's phone right now. Like, they
Yeah.
could do it so covert. Like, it doesn't matter, you morons. But yeah. But a good watch town, man. Fuck. Just so many beautiful watches there. I'll pull this up.
What else did you have there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull this up. I'm just getting video. It's getting, it's coming through on video. Yeah, once you're into the AP thing, it's once it stings you, man.
Yeah, that's a problem. I mean, you might as well just be. You know what's so funny? What is everybody's going crazy about? We didn't talk about this. You probably did on your channel. But the was it the 57? What's the new one called? The 6711, 5712. What is it?
The 58.
5811, right?
I know.
I just think they're douchey. They're watches for douches. And I like Patek as a company. And your friend, what is up with Tim Wright calling it Patek? Tim, come on, don't be part of the.
He says Audemars Piguet, and so I think a lot of it's a joke. A lot of it's a joke with him.
All right, don't say Patek. You sound like the timepiece gentleman. You sound like one of those brotons. I'm lifting weights. Hold on.
Patek.
What you got there, man? A Patek? What do you got there? Is that your Patek? I fucked Sheila last night. Fuck off, Patek. It's so bro-tardy.
What do you think of this one?
Not as nice as the first one.
No.
This looks a bit candy. Was it got like a rosy kind? What's going on? No.
Yeah.
No. I know. I like that leather bracelet.
It's about 250 grams, this watch. Yeah. 250.
That sounds like a lot of blow. Whenever I hear grams, I just think cocaine. Because we don't measure shit in it's like 2 pounds. That bracelet where the bracelet meets the leather, where the metal meets the leather. That was the most beautiful thing ever. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, what else did you get up to there?
Well, I had some of their food, of course. I had to have their bolognese, ragu. I had some of their tortellini. I had some of their tortelloni. I went around their food markets, which were unbelievable.
A food market in Italy being unbelievable, shocking.
Yeah, but like truly remarkable. Like
the best one you've ever seen in your entire life.
One of the best I've ever seen.
All I get to do is go to Italy for that.
I mean, there was one that was just a butcher, just of Fiorentina steaks. I mean, I was just
proud for you.
There's a fast food market that's Italian fast food. So it's takeaway fast Italian food. So you can get gnocchi with ragu, but it's like a thing like you've just gotten Chinese takeaway or something. It's amazing. And so many Parma places and cheese places and all sorts of stuff. I mean, I documented everything. It's all on film.
Well, it's Emilia Romagna, right? So that's the seed. That's where all the prosciutto and all that stuff
the
is.
Hams, the mortadella.
All of it.
Yeah, all of that stuff. And the ragus, so many tortellini. There was places where just specialized in tortellini, every different kind of tortellini you can imagine. It was just outrageous. The restaurants were amazing. Everything was great.
And you were drinking what?
I mean, I had a little wine, but I had I think I had Spritz Camparis or something. They didn't have any Select there because they don't know what Select is there.
I mean, thank God. It's only a matter of time before some little twat on TikTok says Select. Everybody's drinking Select. I'm getting a Select and Spritz, and it's going to be all over every little Murray Hill skank box's wish list. It's coming because now they're drinking Spagliatas.
That guy from Brittany flew in, and he was, it was the first time he had a Select. We went to Florian. We sat in a square and we had Spritz Select, and he's like, I love this drink.
Me too.
He was having such a good time.
I was in Italy the other day just to get my Select, and guess what? They didn't have it.
Why? They were sold out?
Oh. He said we only got a small amount in. He goes, I think you bought them all. Because
Well,
I,
you
I
know-
never see you until you go. And I bought that. Ow. Oh, you know what I did buy?
What?
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. While you're doing that, I will go through the chats. Let's see if we got super chats here. I don't see many. Great to see you all, and great that you all hung out. Thank you for that, guys. Likare, shoot a video of some Shav watch in Brighton. Mark Sheard and Andrew and Daniel would rather have one high quality piece than wear the hell out of than a pile of disposable watches. Well, we kind of feel that, don't we? We do. Borgogno, he's got a Borgogno. Which one did you get? A Barolo or a
No.
Barolo? Oh, Lange. Oh, Fuzia or Fraser. Oh, Fraser.
They had
Oh,
it.
so they had it back. So how
And it
much was
was-
the Fraser?
It was 39. Last time
Dude,
it
a
was
bottle of Fraser in
26.
this country is $6.
$6, right?
Yeah.
But you know,
And
it's
what
like
year is that? 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
But beggars can't be choosy there, kiddo.
Yeah, right, man.
They had
Yeah.
they didn't have no name, but
Okay.
this, I'm definitely gonna open this tonight. I forgot I bought this. I forgot I bought this.
I've got another video. This first AP. I'm gonna show it to you.
Totally forgot I bought that.
No, that's fantastic, man.
No, but no select. But you know what? It's winter now. It's gonna be winter, so I'm not gonna be drinking spritzes anyway.
Now you don't want all that icy liquid and all that stuff. You want some.
Plus, I need to go to a dentist. I cracked a tooth, and cold things aren't very pleasant right now.
Oh shit!
Just I hate dentists. Oof.
Here's this AP again. Look at the shit.
Where the metal meets the leather.
Look
Yeah.
at it. The sparkle in that thing.
How much is that thing?
25.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
No. Get rid of a bunch of crap.
I know I have a lot of stuff to.
You
Yeah,
can get rid
to
of some junk.
move.
You know.
Yeah,
You
I
need
still-
to go where the metal meets the leather, my friend.
I know that'd be
that's
so
right up your street
perfect
there.
for me.
That's
I know.
that is, you know what? That might be your done watch.
I know it's so perfect.
It's perfect.
It's so perfect. I might get out of this just to make it worth it. To make it work.
First of all, that's way more beautiful than that.
The
And
blue
it's-
one is
it's
better
the-
than
and-
this.
Well, you got that band is kind of gay.
Well, because it's
you know.
white for summer. I have a
Yeah,
black one.
right.
The original.
Oh,
is
you have the
black.
original one, all right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can keep that band.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
I can
No.
put that band on this watch when
Yeah,
it
why
go-
would you
when it
look at
gets
that?
to- Yeah, because I can't get in the pool with that, and I can't get in the water with that.
Oh yeah, because you're in the pool all the time. I know.
No, but like when it gets to summer, I can't go to Lido and take a dip with that thing, or I'll fuck it
Okay,
up.
okay.
And that thing is $1,000 strap. So
No, you're right.
I can
You'll
put this.
it on that.
Yeah,
I think you
it'll
should-
fit.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, make Oshin some offers on the watch because he's gonna get this. You should get this. You need that.
You guys want this? I mean, I love this watch, and I've been wearing it all summer, and I think it's a powerhouse.
Yeah, it's
But
not.
if anybody's interested, sure, make me an offer on it. I still have that Air King.
Oh
I
yeah,
still have
but
the Air King to sell.
what's
I
the
haven't
going
been
rate on that?
pushing it. I love it.
Yeah,
It went up a little bit after Federer was seen with it.
sure.
But you know how it goes with that stuff. We put it on. It's nice. I mean, I love this thing, but it's
'Cause
just
it's
I've got
got a
so many
super case
stainless
now.
steel sports. I've just got stainless steel sports like hanging in my ears. Look at this one. This is just one case.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's a case of wrong length. You got some subs.
Just stainless. So you have 40 mil sub.
no date.
41 mil sub. No date.
No date.
SD43 red line and Air King. I know it's just too much of the same stuff. My favorite thing about this new Air King is that wider bracelet, just that heavy steel.
Mhm,
Feel
yeah.
the steel. It's
Oh.
very feel the steel.
Yeah. Look at the snick and the snap.
Yeah. Yeah, she's beautiful. Loads of stickers still on there. Every time I put it on Instagram, people start attacking me, going, "You're just a flipper." I'm like, no.
You're not a flipper.
If I am,
Yeah.
I'm the worst flipper.
You're the
in
worst
world.
flipper in history. Because you're like, but I like that one. I don't want to get rid of
I
that.
don't wanna get-
You
I
only get
love
rid
it
of
too
watches when
much.
you get a crush on another girl.
Exactly.
That's all that happens to you. You don't go flipping. You're not like house flipping. That's so stupid. Who says that?
They get nuts. A lot of these guys don't never sell a watch ever, or they only have one or two nice watches.
Yeah,
So
I would
they're
never.
like, they see what
yeah.
I'm doing and they go. They're also, because I'm a big proponent of everybody slow down, relax. Prices, yes, have corrected, but relax. We're not going down through the floor. So then they think I have an ulterior motive. It's only because I'm selling watches. I'm like, yeah, because I've got one watch to sell. I'm actually gonna like fucking put my reputation on the line. Like, you out of your minds, but whatever.
I bet you never wind up selling that thing.
It's
You
fine
like
if
it.
if I keep it, it's fine. I love it. I think it's a masterpiece. And my other one is gone to a very great friend on, in the watch world, the one with the Milgauss body.
Mhm.
So that went to a lovely home. I'm delighted about that. And yeah, it's just like a stainless steel haven here, and there's a bunch of others. There's the Explorer 2 and there's more, but I don't know. I just like, I've got the AP thing in my head now,
There are worse things.
There are worse things. I know, and they suit me, man. Like, this thing suits me, dude.
It
That
does,
big
but the other one
beast.
suits you way better.
The
That's-
blue.
This is a little fun for you. You know what I mean? It's a
She's
little. It's
ditching that.
almost like, what is the word? Whimsical for a sheen. That
I love it.
the
that
other
it's
one
bitching.
looks
It's
like
bitching.
it.
It's the white lightens it up to makes it. It
I
makes
think-
it summery. But this on the black,
Yeah.
this is an evil watch.
Does it have that AP clasp?
Yes,
That's an A and a P.
A and a
It
P.
does. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. This white will go on the new one, so that'll be fine. So I'll keep that. This comes with a black originally. When my daughter saw this, when Lydia saw me wearing this, she goes, "There's very few people who can wear a watch like that, Dad, and you're one." So it's
Yeah,
fucking
I agree.
evil. She's like, "That's an evil looking watch, Dad. That's very evil." They say in Italian, "cattivo," cattivo.
Yeah.
It's like, you're bad, you're rotten to the core. That's why you're wearing that, So I'm gonna piss you off now and show you something that you love.
Oh, well, sure. I mean, it's the most beautiful watch Rolex has ever made. I mean, look at it. It's just, oh God. And and that's the Z Blue. Tim was talking about the Z Blue big time because he's a Z Blue fan as well.
Yeah.
Tim Masso. Look at that. Look at the glitter. Look at the sparkle. Look at the sparkle.
People don't know how glamorous and sparkly and
no, it's a
dazzling.
horrible watch. No one should ever want one. Everyone should sell them. Milgauss are gross. It's 1,000 Gauss. Come on, it's so old and crap. Fuck that watch. It's garbage. Fuck crap. It's not even a real Rolex. It's stupid. It's the most beautiful watch the Rolex ever made. It's so beautiful. And wear that with a tuxedo, wear that on the beach. That thing is so versatile. And it's so unique. And it takes them a year to grow that crystal, an entire year
Really?
to grow it. Yeah. Oh, it's some science, because you got to grow crystals. It's nuts the way it works. I bet if we asked a couple of people on the channel, they would know how crystals are formed, how they are artificially, like the way I guess they make cubic zirconias, because it's the same kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
They grow them in a lab. Yeah, that's just, I love the oyster case, and it's just so elegant and beautiful. You know, I think what
This is going to be a thing of the past. They're going to bring in a new Milgauss.
it's going to come out. It's going to be on the super case. It's going to be a chunky monkey.
It's got less chunky than this. It's going to be like the
That's
new
a beautiful
Air King.
oyster case. It's gorgeous and supple and rounded and feminine and beautiful. The new one is going to be like James Wood's cock. It's going to be big and ugly, and it's going to be stupid looking.
But
it's good. They're going to do it. Definitely.
Yeah.
They're not going to. It's going to be completely anti-magnetic. It's going to be amagnetic.
Amagnetic, yeah.
It's going to be. They'll get rid of the Faraday cage because you don't need it anymore.
Right. Just like they did with the.
There's omegas. Every omega is amagnetic.
And just like they did with the Air King, because the Air King was essentially that watch, and then they moved it over. It's like a small 40 mil Explorer 2. This is
was that a 3131 as well though?
The older one, the Air King, was a 3131.
Okay, so then they're the same.
It's no longer it.
Yeah.
This is the like that.
That's the to be continued watch.
To be continued, yeah.
Yeah, you're doing an episode on that guy. It's beautiful. It's a little loose on you. You lose weight?
No, it just falls sometimes. She pretty?
She's pretty. If you wore that watch that loose on the street, I'd make fun of you.
Really?
Yeah,
I like it to kind of flop around a bit.
No. Like Roger had it down on his waist when we were watching Roger on TV. Roger Waters.
Well, Rogers it's so old, it's so stretched out at this point, right?
No, he's got a new watch now. He's wearing an Explorer now.
Oh, he's wearing an Explorer now. That's right.
He's not even wearing his old one.
Yeah.
I would imagine the Jubilee gets a lot of play as it gets older.
Of course, but that's the whole point. It's supposed to be like floppy and sexy like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a classy little piece of work there. That's the watch you marry, and then eventually it divorces you. That's the one. That's the one you marry. That's the one. Because it's like everyone wants to stare at it, and you want to be seen with it. You want everyone to watch you. I know that's the one you make homemade pornos with, and then
she leaves you.
Then she leaves you, and then you don't have any money for another one because she took it all.
There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. Right, we're coming up on 2 hours. What else do we have to say? Nothing. That's it.
I guess so. We saw your watch collection. We talked about Kevin Spacey. Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody got any questions?
Yeah. Anybody need to super chat anything or ask anything? We're going to love yous and leave yous. I hope that was fun.
Love them, leave them.
One guy says AP in rose gold, solid rose gold is the only way.
Sure.
Well, sure.
Are you buying? Oh, it's Tobster McDonkey said it.
Yeah. I mean, some would say, the stainless steel is the only way.
I'd suck a couple of dicks for that watch. I would. I have no shame anymore.
That's not far out for you, though. No, it says a lot more if I say that.
I mean, I've probably sucked as much dick as you have.
I think this. Let's get back off that. The steel. Some people say the steel is the way.
Steel is the way.
It's royal oak, but shit. Like, you want to give me a gold one? I mean,
yeah. Do you know what I would do with that immediately? I would
sell it.
I'd sell it.
Buy a house with it.
I'd buy a house, and I'd buy the 60th anniversary Speedmaster and that Milgauss and the house.
Mark
then I'd be done.
Oisin, you had a stellar panel on Tim's channel this week. There were 4 to 6 of you with Buckley and some others. Buckley's a cool guy. He's a nice guy. I like that guy. That was the best show that Tim has ever done, in my opinion. Okay, well, sometimes Tim is going to have an amazing panel on. He's on every single day, so he's going to win some and lose some. There'll obviously be certain off nights. Every channel can have an off night, I think. But yeah, it was good, and I like that new edition. When he gets a good guest on, I let him know, like, he's good. Keep him.
Because there's so many stragglers on the watch channels. I can't watch them anymore when certain people, I won't name anybody because I don't want to do that, but there's certain times I'll turn on Tim and I'll see a certain couple of offenders and I'll just turn it off.
Yeah, because you're just like, I'm not in the mood watching a fucking weirdo.
I don't want you to waste my time. I love to
Yeah.
hear Timmy get excited about watches,
Right.
and I love to hear really smart people get in. You know, you could be funny, be clever, but don't waste my time and just be boring.
So
You
terrible. I had you weren't even on the screen. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Totally forgot. Yeah.
Right. We were looking at you were jerking off to that watch.
Default is saying, why do I really want an Air King right now? Well, if you want, reach out to me, man. I'll give you a good deal on it. It's fine. I'm easy. I'm easy. You know what I do? Like people why I'm easy. Easy like Sunday morning.
Right.
The people reach out to me and say, you know, can I trade my watch, you know, trade up?
Mhm.
And I always want to, you know, I always say, sure, like I'll give you whatever your watch is worth. You know, I'm not gonna stiff you like a gray marketplace would. You know, whatever your watch goes for,
Yeah.
I'll give it to you against whatever my watch goes for. How
Right.
about
You're
that?
not a
'Cause that's
pawn
not
shop.
a deal. Yeah, that's not a deal you're gonna get from anyone, you know. But I'm always like, oh, you're an enthusiast like me, and you know,
Yeah.
your watch is worth 6 and mine was worth 12. So give me 6 and give me the watch. Whereas the gray market is gonna say your watch is worth 6, so I'm gonna give you 4.2 for it because I want to make a profit.
And hold on a second.
But my watch is still 12. Yeah.
Bend over.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's no good.
So I don't like the way they do that with people. You'd be surprised how many people don't go for it with me though. And I'm always like, okay, but you know, you're not gonna get. So okay, that's fine. I'm just trying to help you out, brother. You know, because I'm like you. I'm a watch enthusiast. You know, and that's anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's the story, Jerry.
I think another iBashers is in the can. Thank you, Dirk.
Thank you, Sheen.
And
thank you, everybody.
Thank you, all Bashies.
Bashies, the cast of characters. Most of you came, most of you stayed. And thanks so much for that. We had a good time. It was fun. I'll drink next week. I'll drink next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I usually have one or two. I was on my beer kick for a while, and then that had to stop immediately.
Right.
This beer is just
carbs,
a big waste of calories.
Yeah.
What a waste of...
You can't even get drunk on that shit.
No, I didn't even catch a buzz off of it.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Who the hell gets drunk on beer?
You got to drink 20 of them, and then you're drunk, and then you've been peeing for the last 2 hours straight.
Yeah, it's just
so
not
right. So much peeing involved.
Yeah.
It's just and it must be when girls drink a lot of beer because it's much harder for them to go to the toilet. Oh Jesus!
They have to get in line.
Get in line, and you got to sit down. We could just pee against the wall, the tree.
Right.
That dirty whore I met. You know, who's into that shit? Whatever.
All right, guys. Good night. Have a good one. See you next week, Dirk.
Next week.